Chapter 6, Bullet Point 4. Like attracts like. Like attracts like. I'm willing to be friends with anyone who is willing to be my friend, but it's just something that I have noticed. And even my hobbies, a whole variety of, don't do it all the time, it's just, you know, fill in the time and just watch it or something, or go walk down and, watch it at a park or something, because that's, and obviously I'm always doing a couple of them at some stage during the week. I'm willing to be friends with anyone who is willing to be my friend, but it's just something that I have noticed, and even my hobbies, a whole variety of sports, fitness, martial arts, kapahaka, music, spirituality, Christianity, all of it. All of these things are very, very common things in different communities. I will not speak for them all, or as a member of them all, but rugby league, taekwondo, professional wrestling, MMA, Krav Maga, basketball, cricket, bushwalking, walking, spirituality, swimming, meditation, creative writing, amongst other things. Like attracts like. To fill in my time there. Obviously, I do meditation every morning. I have my morning affirmations and my rising affirmations. Sorry, because I thought, you get up, and MOURN is morn, ING. That's morning, like you're mourning something really sad. And then morning, MORNIGNING. So I have, when I write it down, it sometimes it still comes out because of how many years I was saying morning. Sorry, I feel like sipping some cuppa. But when I write it down in my book, and most of the time when I say it, it's called rising affirmations or good rising. Was it evening is not so bad, because maybe even it out, because the height of someone, of how tall, physically tall one is in comparison to another, or shorter or whatever, but you're even when you're lying down. Or, everyone's resting, they're evening it out, they're trying to get their energy back or something, it's, yeah. But resting, I have a resting routine and a rising routine, and in the rising routine, it includes the rising affirmations, and then there's the resting routine, and yeah. Meditation, creative writing, amongst other things. Like attracts like. And for now, I am writing for routine's sake. Not really. Well, now, yes. I want to write. Here we go. This was like for me showing a hobby of mine. But, yeah, it looks back, it's a calming thing, actually. Yeah. No, because I do it, but nowhere near as much. I do it if I'm bored, but I used to do it when I was trying to calm my nervous system too. But now I just do it when I'm bored and don't want to watch anything on TV, or, sorry, YouTube. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to write 15 lines about this bullet point. Here goes the points. 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. It goes 5 points, 5 points, 4 points, 4 points, 3 points, 3 points, 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 2 points, 1 point, 1 point, 2 points, and 1 point. 15 points equals 5 wins. 0 to 5 points equals either losing by more than 20 points or between 20 and 7 points. For example, 3 points mean losing 3 games out of that set of 5 by less than 20 points, but the other 2 is by more than 20 points. but it'll be somewhere between the 3 points will be the three games that you lost by somewhere between 20 and 7 points, some kind of rugby scores. Whilst the other two games we lose by more than 20 points. For 6 to 10 points, it represents losing all five games by either more than 5 points, by more than 7 points, or by less than 7 points. Like for example, 8 points means that we lost three games by less than 7 points. 7 points for a converted try. And the other two we lost by more than 7 points, but not more than 20 points. Somewhere in between. And 10 to 15 points means that anything above 10 out of the, represents how many games you won. For example, if you get 13, that's 3 wins and 2 losses, and the 2 losses are by less than 7 points. There was 3 sets of this 15-point structure, and we got the full 15 in all 3 structures. So we won all the games. So yeah, sometimes I do that if I just am bored and I don't either want to go for a walk or something because I've already done that, or done a physical stuff, or maybe I've watched a few things on YouTube and I don't want to do that, or read anything, so I'll just do that if I've done all my tasks for the day. But I also used to always do that to regulate my nervous system. Now that's the end of it. But yeah, like attracts like, guys. The more you have in common with people, the more likely is you are to get along with them. Unconscious people. This is the beauty of spirituality, and this is the thing that was good. See, my parents made sure I had to go to church every Sunday. That stopped when I was 15, but I maintained that habit, so that's a good thing they did. Because even in spirituality, a lot of people recognize that unconscious people can be annoyed and aggravated by other unhealed people, but that's of all different types. But unconscious people, unhealed, and by the way, healing is a lifetime journey. That's why I was like 2 or 3 years ago, I'm going to start focusing on making money, but then it was still coming, and now I just feel like this huge thing, like I have nothing left to try and process. Like if anything comes to mind, it's like all I've got to do is watch one of these recordings on here and apply the same logic to that situation, because it's a repeat situation that happened years ago. That was a repeat situation from other situations prior, and because I was able to make the best decision I could at the time with the knowledge I have, but now I have clear vision of absolutely everything. When I listen to those recordings, I just apply the same knowledge to whatever situation has come up, or if anything comes up in real life, it's dealt with in 1 or 2 conversations, and I don't find myself in those dynamics again. Unconscious people, they're people that end up having their worst enemies are actually people who are just like them, unconscious, and are so similar to them. But when you get conscious, when you get working on yourself and all that type of thing, you accept yourself fully, those people become your best friends, so long as they're doing the same thing.